Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, click on the notifications so you get notified when the next video is being released, and also like the videos. Also check out the playlist for more videos to do with cosmetic surgery. So today I am speaking to the owner of a company called Thebacpakk, and she's going to tell us all about what she does there. Just tell me a little bit about yourself and the company. How long have you been in business, say, for example?
Hi, Rona. Thank you for having me. So it's Thebacpakk, and I am a post-op concierge nurse. We've been in business on paper for like a year, but I've been a post-op nurse for a couple of years, and I've been just a nurse for over about 13, 14 years. So I just decided that I wanted to start helping people because I had surgery before, and I know a lot of people are very uneducated when it comes to surgery, and they like to listen to people who haven't had surgery, and they just be all over the place. So I decided
Yeah,
to take it to walk away from bedside and just go ahead and say, let me just start helping people and give them the knowledge that I know,
great.
and from what I've taken up classes and so forth.
That's great. So just tell me first of all, so you're doing post-op care. So what areas are you covering?
Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
I've actually had some people ask me, can I come to the DR and the Columbia with them if they travel? Like more or less like dancers who have like friends who are going. So, but as of now, just Miami, Florida area, Fort Lauderdale, and things like that.
Brilliant. Okay. So
Yeah.
I was looking at your website and I see, you have your post-op care there and you're also supplying products to go with that as well. So you've been going for a year. Is it just you by yourself or do you have anybody else that you work with?
So, I mean, primarily it's me. I did have someone that was assisting me. It was my niece. She's in nursing school and she worked with surgery centers before. So right now, as the business is growing, I'm currently have two potential CNAs that I'm
Yeah.
going to have working with me. I just have a few things in the work because I'm trying to see if I'm going to expand in as far as getting like not really a recovery house, but just a
Yeah.
home for people to come over, like because I have clients that came from the UK as well, to come
Wow.
over and assist me so I can take more on, because with it being me, I usually don't take typically no more than the two people.
Right.
Sorry for the
Okay.
background noise. Sorry,
That's
sorry,
fine.
sorry.
That's fine.
School,
That's
the
fine.
babies are still out of school today. Sorry.
No worries, that's fine. So just tell me like a little bit about the care that you're offering. You're mobile, I take it. What can
Yes.
a client expect from you if they was to book you? What sort of things can you help them with? Maybe like food, things like that.
Yeah, so with the post-op care, what I like to do, I love to talk to people once they book with me. Very informative. I like to be hands-on with everything just to help them, to guide them through, because they trust me, they really don't know. They don't know at all. So I help them with hey, they'll tell me, hey, do you think this doctor is good? And I always say, well, what
Okay.
is it that you're looking for? What is it that you did? What made you choose this doctor? Are you going for this? And what is your BMI? What is your frame?
Right.
As a whole, because a lot of people get off the table and are unhappy, and it's because their frame wasn't really good to start with. Not body
Mm,
shaming or anything, but we want to improve, or we don't like something and we're correcting it so we can get that confidence back. And so I help with talking to the coordinating team if I need to, if they're not understanding something, take them to post-op appointment,
mm,
drop off, pick them up. The nurses usually call me once they're done, pick them up, do their vitals, medication pickup. Sometimes I'm running all over Miami because this is surgery capital, and medication
yeah.
becomes is scattered. So
Yeah.
I'm running around doing that. I am currently going to be offering IV, but at the moment it's just pending. So if they need an IV, I recommend them to someone else, because there's enough money for everybody. There's no need to be stingy. Just, get
Mm,
my main focus is to make sure everybody is safe, especially up under my
yeah.
care, because I work too
Yeah.
hard for my license.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's
and then
true.
I'm helping with showers, medication administration, because some of the doctors here, they do give more than just pills. You have to get injections,
Okay.
walking, pushing. Like, you really have to push some of the girls because you just had that surgery. You're you're up, you're down. It's like a roller coaster. It's like a revolving
Yeah.
roller coaster, and you just never know. So I'm cooking. I'm helping with faja. I'm taking them to post-op. I sometimes take them to the massage if they're not using the person that I usually collaborate with.
Mm,
I'm taking them to the massage area, making sure that the massage person is doing, therapist is doing what she needs to do, not, overexerting or squeezing or doing nothing that's
yeah.
outside of there. And just giving them care on how to compress, how to stay healthy, how to stay, just get that energy back. The
Yeah.
things that they need to do when they get home, and the things how they should follow, like to get that result, because
Mm.
sometimes you'll get the result on round one, but 9 times out of 10, you still want something else. So you're going to go back round two. It's so
Yeah.
addictive. So I helped from front to finish and drop off to the airport,
Okay.
or pick up from the airport. Typically, if they're only doing like a 3-day package, then I give them the option which one do they want me to either drop off or pick up, just because Miami is so big. But if they're doing
Yeah.
like a 5 or 7 day, then I pick them up and then drop them off. Um, Tell everybody I recommend first class flight on the way home, because that ride is crazy. And you need that room. You need all the room you
Yeah.
can get. And then just about
Okay.
compression, signs and symptoms of infection, what to look out for, how to eat, how to maintain everything. And
Mm.
that's basically
Okay.
what I do.
That's great. So just something like the transportation, are you providing transportation, or would you kind of recommend a transportation company? Because I see some people have like, bigger cars and things like that. Or are you able to take care of that as well?
No, well, I have a truck, so
Okay.
I have the bed little thing, the bed,
Okay.
the air mattress bed. It's like a Ford truck.
Yeah.
And I take them because I have an
So you can
SUV.
do all
So
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
so you
do
can do all
all
that
of
yourself.
that. Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
I
that's
do.
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So, I know you said that in the future you may be thinking about a recovery home or anything like that. So, just saying, if somebody's, they don't know what they should be going for, mobile post-op carer or a recovery home, what would you say are the benefits of what you're providing right now over a recovery
I'm gonna always say concierge, even with,
home?
like, only for the fact, the thing that's, because the difference is, concierge, you're usually getting 101 treatment,
Yeah.
whereas I've done both, because I
Mm.
had my breast and I had lipo, and
Okay.
I had to pay for a nurse. I didn't want to, but I knew what I needed, and I felt like if I put my life in the hands of someone else who was knowledgeable and knew what to do, if I fainted or whatever,
Mm.
I felt okay with that. Whereas lately, the homes in the recovery homes, like in Miami, they've been doing a lot of scamming, and people are not
Yeah.
licensed, registered, or whatever. Now, if you're staying at one where their nurses are going to be there, or you have CNAs that are trained, that have BLS and CLS, requirements, they're doing the CEUs, to stay updated on what to do and so forth, then yes, that's fine. But I haven't found any like that. And then you're not going to get
Mm.
that same treatment at a recovery home, because there's like 5, 6 girls in there, or men,
Mm.
whatever. There's 5 or 6 or 7 people that they're attending to, and you're pushing a car bell that you can't get it because they're helping someone else, or
Yeah.
though that prompt reaction that you want, that you feel like you should get because you paid your money,
Mm.
you're not really going to get it
Yeah.
at a
Yeah.
recovery home. Whereas if you're doing concierge, a private, yes, it's a little more pricier, but then you have to make it make sense. The only
Yeah.
reason why the recovery homes are a little less is because there's more people there. So they're getting that
Mm.
times 5, 6, and 7 people,
Yeah.
whereas you're the one person, you can check my Google reviews, you can look online.
Mm.
Everybody always gives me really good reviews.
So just tell me, have you ever had any like bad situations where you've ever had to like rush anyone to like ER or anything like that?
I didn't have to rush the person to the ER. Luckily, just my nursing knowledge kicked in, and I kind of calmed myself down to be able to make her regain conscious again, because she did faint, and she was fainting. And I just was thinking in the back of my head, like, Lord God, I just spoke to this girl's mom. I don't want to have to make another phone call, like, because she was okay and so forth.
Yeah.
And then it just comes into play as well. These ladies don't be truthful, and they take surgery like this, and you should not, because you have to think there's so many things that plays a factor into that. And a lot of times where they faint because their hemoglobin is low,
Mm.
their
Yeah.
sugar is low, or they
Yeah.
they just their body is exhausted, or they see the blood,
Mm.
or they can't take it. But
Mm.
if you don't have a licensed professional or someone who has been trained to know what to do if someone passes out or faint or whatever the case may be, or at least have you stabilized until EMT gets there to you, then what are you going to do?
Mm. Yeah.
That's why I always
It
tell
can.
people, you can't always be cheap or think about it as money, because you got that money to pay that doctor. So find that money to pay for your ongoing, because that's when the surgery really starts,
Mm.
after
Yeah.
post-op. Post-op is like the most, because the doctor have his team and his nurses and staff, anesthesiologists, everybody in there with them, and they're going to be done with you in about 3 hours. You're going to
Mm.
need that post-op to know what happens after, that first 24, 48 hours. And like I
Yeah.
said, I would rather be safe than sorry. We blow
Yeah.
money on everything. You blow $1,000 on nothing. At
You
least
know,
put it in your
I always
investment.
I always think like the US is very different to the UK where I'm from. It's like I always hear about people waking up from surgeries and being wheeled straight out of the hospital within a few hours. That doesn't
Well,
happen in the UK.
it
We
does.
stay in hospital for like 1 or 2 days afterwards, so it's completely different. Which is like we don't
Right,
really have post-op care either. We don't have
right,
recovery houses or anything like that because we're in the hospital afterwards. But I
right.
mean, I had a tummy tuck done, and I only had a tummy tuck with muscle repair, and I came home after 24 hours, and that night I nearly passed out. It's like
Ex-
it's very, and the reason why I nearly passed out was because I hadn't understood the instructions of the medication because I was
sure.
taking all these tablets at the same time when I should have been taking them staggered.
Stagger,
And it
right.
just, I don't know what it did, but like I literally was throwing up, and then I nearly just
And
passed out. And it's like, I couldn't imagine if you've just literally just come out of the hospital an hour after surgery and
and
you're
that's
at
the
home by
difference.
yourself. It's just
See, yeah,
madness.
I
So
did my surgery in the DR. So, like you, I stayed in the hospital for 24 hours, but
yeah.
I had my nurse with me still, in my private nurse in there. I paid for that extra care. And then I went to recovery house 24 hours later, but I still had my nurse that I paid for those, time or whatever. And then, like, I just don't see any way around it. You need it. Like, stop thinking about the money and think about your life and think
Yeah.
about your investment. That money, you're going to get that money back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't
I
think of
think
it like that, because if you're not knowing what to do, and then a tummy tuck, like you said, the girls where I was at, when they was in tummy tucks, it was brutal. They were, it was hell for them.
yeah. Yeah, I think that you do hear about people getting in really bad situations and passing out in
Mhm.
their house, and it's like it is very good idea just to have some nurse qualified that can even just check your blood pressure, things
To
like
check
that,
your
to
blood
make
pressure.
sure
Yes,
they.
because right. So I do vitals. I keep a record of my vitals. I do fluids. I'm doing walking. If I'm seeing something that's not going, like, I try not to,
Mm.
jump the gun at first. I just try to continue to watch it.
So just
Yes.
lastly, just tell me about like, your products. You sell some products there. What's like your best selling product?
So service wise, my best selling would be like the care, which is people typically get a 3 day or a 5 day. And like I said,
Mm.
that's just every day a certain amount of hours that I'm there doing things, trying to gain get you back to your normal strength again, with the walking, pushing you, telling you you need to do this, showing you the techniques that I've learned and that I see and that I just do a lot of research on. And just getting you back to, so you can get home to your
Yeah.
family, to your loved one, and know what to do and know what to look for. Product base wise, I have my sprays. Sorry. that my little one has dismantled now. But I have my 3 sprays, and these I usually offer them to the girls to help with their BMI, because like I said, some people have issues with the BMI, and the doctor they want, they may say, oh, your BMI can't be more than 32.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Some you can't be more than 33. It just depends on who the doctor is. So with those sprays, I offer and tell them, hey, you need to start taking these a certain amount of time a day. And all you're doing is spraying and drinking water, and that'll help you get everything down. And then I have another set of sprays that goes into like recovery maintenance, which is like a shield, vitamin C, and a booster, a ATP booster, what our
Yeah.
body needs to start getting that back in. So if they're okay with their weight, I usually put that in with their, to try to get them, to help them back, to get them back eating and getting recovery and getting back to their self again.
Yeah.
And
Brilliant.
of course, these my trusty waist trainers. Let me see. You see?
Oh wow.
See, so I can show you. So let me come. I'm almost 2 years post-op, and I'll just show you.
Wow.
See?
Brilliant.
So
Wow.
yes.
Did you have a
So
tummy tuck done as well?
no, I just had lipo in my breast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I've always, and I try to teach people, hey, the journey does not stop. And because I did not have a tummy tuck, this is why I'm always staying in my waist trainer, because I don't. Although I still need to say I'm going to come back again and do a mini tummy tuck. I wanted to do a little mini one.
Wow. How much kids do you have though?
I have 3. Well, I
Oh
have,
wow. Okay.
yeah, I have 3. I
I,
have
I have
3.
four. I have four. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have my bonus babies, but I mean 3 that I pushed out. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. So you know how it is. You start eating, and then like with COVID sitting in, and so much stuff going in the world, you're just munching and munching and munching. So, hey, I
Brilliant.
offer it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And it's been great talking to you today. I'm going to put all your details in the video below so anyone can get in contact with you if they have any
Yes,
questions for you or if they want to book
please.
anything. Okay, is that all right?
Yes, it is. Thank you. I'm so glad I came across you. You have been nothing but amazing, ladies. She has been nothing but amazing. Yes, I appreciate it.
Brilliant. Thank you
Yes,
so much. Thank you.
thank you. Take care.